Good afternoon. This is Alia with Westchester Spectator. I am here with Todd Cushner, CEO of Law Office of Todd Cushner and Associates. Mr. Cushner, welcome to our platform. We appreciate you taking the time to speak to us today regarding your business.
Thank you very much for asking me to be on. It's a pleasure to be here and talk about my business with you and see if we could help some people.
Awesome. That sounds good. So can you tell me a little bit about your business? When did it start?
Sure. I have been in the bankruptcy field since 2001, approximately 20 years, 21 years. And we've been helping small businesses, families, and individuals manage to get out of debt effectively, efficiently, and restructure their lives so they could get on, buy houses, buy cars, lease cars, and do the things that they need to do without being burdened by overwhelming debt.
So what was it that made you want to start this business? I saw your video on your website. It was incredible.
Yeah, so you kind of know the answer to that. I was in the real estate business, and I was buying properties during the late 70s and early 80s. And in 1987, when the stock market crashed, the banks pulled the underlying financing out on a lot of these co-op conversions that I was involved in. So I ended up with about 12 mortgages on properties that were no longer co-ops. I couldn't rent them, and I had no choice but to go bankrupt. A friend of mine who was an attorney at the time took him 2 years to talk me into doing it. I finally did it, and it was the greatest thing I ever did. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. I thought it was a unique and unbelievable opportunity for individuals. And I decided to go to law school to learn how to do it so I could give it back to other people.
So bankruptcy, let's talk about that for a little bit. A lot of people are reluctant to file for bankruptcy. So what would be some of the reasons that you would give?
Well, there's a bad connotation that goes along with bankruptcy, which is untrue. People think that you file for bankruptcy, you're never going to get credit again. And that's the main reason they avoid it, which is the furthest thing from the truth, because the reality is, while you're in bankruptcy, the credit card companies are offering you new credit. So you take those credit cards, they're not the best rates or the best balance amounts, but you use them to build up your new credit. You could get, after 1 year, you could lease a car. After 2 years from the date of filing, you could buy a house. After 3 years, you could do anything.
Wow, okay. I think that'll take a lot of the stress out from under people that are.
I hope so. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And not only that, people don't realize, they think that credit is ruined, but in fact, their score, their credit score and their FICO score actually can go up. And the reason for that is the credit score is not only a function of how timely you pay your bills, but how much debt you carry. And if you eliminate a significant amount of debt, your score could go up over 120 points.
Right. Wow. Okay. What was the toughest thing you went through when opening your business?
Hiring and finding the right people.
That can be challenging.
Challenging. And, we went through a few, but we have a great staff right now of incredibly talented people who are superb at their jobs, and makes life easy for my clients.
Awesome. So if you had to start over from day one, what would you have done differently?
I would have went to med school.
Oh man. Yeah, and my dad was in med school.
Practice of law has its ups and downs.
Yeah, I mean,
like
I feel like so does medicine.
It does.
Yeah. Everything you go into,
especially now with the insurance companies, working doctors.
That's very true. So in your opinion, what is the most difficult thing about having a business in 2021 with COVID on the rise again?
Well, I will tell you that, we have a successful practice. We've been successful, one of the highest, largest filers in Westchester County, but COVID has hurt us incredibly. I mean, it's been 2 years of moratoriums, mortgage moratoriums, eviction moratoriums, credit card forbearance and forgiveness. So the need for bankruptcy hasn't hit yet. It's going to hit, and it's going to be big. but for the last 2 years, it's been much slower than we've ever expected and ever experienced. So COVID didn't do anything good for me, and I got COVID, which wasn't fun.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yep.
Did it hit you hard?
It was not terrible, but I could have lived without it.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
now I have my shot, so I'm not so worried.
That's good. That's good. We need you. There's
Yes,
an
thank you.
upcoming recession and people need you.
Thank you.
What is the #1 way that you're currently bringing in new customers?
It's a lot of word of mouth, other people who've experienced the benefits of bankruptcy, who talk to friends who are having a hard time. We also purchase lead services, our internet presence. We have informative videos that I produced, about 20 or 25 videos that run on YouTube and LinkedIn and Instagram and on the web. And those, in combination, is pretty much how we bring in our business.
Nice. Okay. And so if somebody had to choose between you and 3 other businesses, why would they choose you? What makes you unique?
I think my approach to people, I do a lot of hand holding. I give out my cell phone to everybody so they can reach me 24/7. My fees are affordable relative to what other people are charging in the jurisdiction. And my reputation on the internet in terms of my Google rating and ratings from other entities, nobody has higher.
Nice. Good. And so has then the internet played a large role in your business?
Yeah, because it's been very helpful because people see the videos. And when they see those videos, they say, wow, this is something maybe I could take advantage of. Or at least they call to find out how it's going to work and how it's going to affect them positively and negatively.
Okay. And so where can people find you on the internet? Just
www.kushnerlegal.com.
All right. And then the last question that I have is that if you had to look 6 months to a year into the future, where would you like your business to be?
Double.
That's everybody. Yeah.
Listen, the reality is, my goal is to help as many individuals, families, and small businesses as I can get back on their feet. I don't like to see people lose their homes. And one of the things that we do here, and I like to say that we do it, like to think that we do it well, is we'll fight the bank in a foreclosure and get people their homes back at a better rate and better term than they had originally.
Okay. Wow. And so with that, thank you so much, Mr. Todd Cushner, CEO
My
of
pleasure.
Cushner and Associates. We appreciate you taking the time to speak to us today.
My pleasure. Anytime.
All right. So